Everyone who has a Facebook account knows what a pain it can be to tag all your friends and family in photos. So Facebook is making it a little easier by doing it for us thanks to some cutting-edge facial recognition software. But as consumer specialist Rick Romero shows us, some are now saying that making it easier could also be an invasion of privacy.
Once again, Facebook is adding a feature to their social networking site without your knowledge. And once again, you have to opt out. Most users like to tag their photos with the name of the person, but up till recently, you had a choice if you wanted them tagged. Now, Facebook does it for you. A feature Karen North, director of USC's Social Networking Center, says is not going to be well received by users.
People probably want to see each picture that gets tagged of them. They want to be notified of what it is, and they want to see who has it and where it's being displayed.
As we have already seen with our own congressman, compromising photos have a way of getting into the wrong places. And parents may worry their children could post photos that might show up later when they're trying to get into college or applying for a job. But Professor North says an even bigger problem may be on the way, with your privacy and your photos all over the Internet through Google. Google has the same technology as Facebook, and it's a matter of time before they roll it out.
I think most people do not want unknown pictures of themselves out there for the entire world, not just for their Facebook network.
Police have been using fingerprints and DNA databases for years to track down criminals, and now they're adding facial recognition technology to that list. Investigators across the U.S. are now working with software that can take facial images from video or photos and turn them into a facial fingerprint that can be searched in a database of thousands of faces. You've probably seen Hollywood's interpretation of the technology, but here's how it really works. The computer program plots points on a face's structure to create a 3D model of the image. This model can be rotated and manipulated on the screen to create a front-facing image of the person. Then the face is compared with a database of thousands of other faces to see if the program can find a match. And it's been working so far. Police in Chicago arrested this man, Pierre Martin, using a facial recognition program called NeoFace earlier this year. It was the Chicago Police Department's first successful arrest using the technology. In Pennsylvania, more than 800 law enforcement agencies are conducting training sessions in facial recognition technology every 2 weeks. And even the NYPD have jumped on board. According to PBS, the technology has led to 141 arrests.
Meanwhile, drones hovering, Google monitoring, the government censoring, and here comes Facebook to outdo them all. You hear about this? Facebook is soon going to be able to recognize you. It's ready new facial recognition technology to pinpoint you in all photos. Information security expert Ira Victor says it's scary that so many are watching you, even recognizing you. It's even scarier that they are now identifying you. So to add insult to injury, we have Facebook pulling this stunt. Is it just part of this whole evolution of technology, Ira? What's going on?
Neil, good to be here. It is part of the evolution of technology, but just because we can do something with technology doesn't mean we always should.
Well, what are they able to do, Ira? And how would they use this? If I click on the computer or if I have a camera on my laptop, what are they doing? What do I have to worry about?
Right now, and I don't work for Facebook, so this is all public information. Sure. They just acquired a company, Face.com, that not only identifies you and all the pictures that have your you within the Facebook and all the 900 million plus users of Facebook, but also your facial expressions, your body language, whether you're happy or smiling.
And then what do they do with it? What do they do?
Well, it's part of this whole effort called big data. They want to have synergies between all the different things about who you are and what you do and where you are. So when you're on Facebook, you are the soap. And the advertisers are buying these profiles of who you are and what you like and where you go and what you do.
All right, well, that's just creepy. There are a lot of people who put pictures on Facebook. But what you seem to be saying is that they would now have the ability to go way beyond that. And with this type of facial recognition software, they would be able to track you down at a bar. They would be able to track you down, in my case, at a bakery shop, and be able then to pinpoint all this together and then categorize that for potential advertisers, right?
That's right. Advertisers or maybe employers that want to know, let's say, Neil, you're gunning for the new Fox Fitness Network, and you might not want to have all those pictures of...
quite worry about that, but go ahead.
Well, but let's say in the future you become a fitness guru and you might not want all those pictures of you at the different bakeries.
Okay.
You might want to rate limit that, or maybe
I have an evil twin.
Situation.
No, I don't have to worry. I have an evil twin. He's been spotted in fast food locales. I have no idea how he gets there, but I have a cover. But no, in all seriousness, Ira, you raise a very good point. Here's where I'm kind of stupid, a legal question is, can they do this? I mean, obviously the company, the technology exists, so it reminds me of the debate we used to have whether Google or Apple could use these satellite images of our homes. That's ubiquitous now. They do. They are. So I would imagine this will fall along the same path.
Well, they can. The question is, do people have informed consent? Look, Facebook and Dropbox and Google and all these big data companies, they're all gunning for synergy to mix all this data up in new and still uninvented, interesting ways. The question is, what has the pattern been in the past of these companies in terms of informing the users so that the users know what's going on? So maybe someone today has a friend taking their picture, drinking a whole bunch of margaritas at a bar. That ends up on Facebook. That's got facial recognition. Now, 5 years from now, that person wants to go be a delivery driver, and an employer says, oops, I'm sorry, we see lots of pictures of you drinking 5 years ago. So the question is, do people have informed consent? And I'm not really sure. And, when somebody points a smartphone at you and takes a picture of you, you may want to think twice and say, hey, if you're going to post that on Facebook, I'm going to step out of the shot, or please delete that because I don't want you to post that on Facebook. You need to be skeptical. You can't just assume that just because something is innocent that it won't hurt you, because it just might.
This is really creepy stuff. Ira Victor, thank you very, very much. We'll watch it very closely.